Now, a criminal gang behind the latest massive ransomware attack is demanding $70 million in cryptocurrency. This hack has exploited vulnerabilities in management software made by US IT firm Kaseya and infected thousands of computers in at least 17 countries. Most of Swedish grocery chain Co-op's 800 stores were forced to close on Friday after the attack blocked access to its checkouts. Cybersecurity experts are linking it to an affiliate of the Russian REvil gang, best known for extorting $11 million from meatpacker JBS in May. We can take a closer look at this with Chiponda Chembula from DW Business, who's been following this story. Welcome, Chiponda. So what are these, am I saying that right, REvil? Is that, or is it Revel?
I think it's pronounced REvil.
REvil. Oh, I prefer REvil, but we'll go with what you say. REvil. What are these REvil people holding hostage that companies would pay $70 million to get back?
Well, apparently, Kaseya has said that 40 companies were targeted or were actually reached in this attack. And essentially what REvil or Revel, whatever you want to call it, has done is what they did, or the people affiliated with Revel, they took data from these companies, encrypted it, and now they're holding on to it. So basically, they have information that these companies might need for their, regular runnings and operations, and they're holding on to it until they are paid $70 million, which is basically the ransom. So they are holding on to this data as, as a hostage, basically.
OK. So and this is a big deal, so big, in fact, that US President Joe Biden has weighed in on this. Let's hear from him and come back to you.
The fact is that I've directed the intelligence community to give me a deep dive on what's happened, and I'll know better tomorrow. And if it is either with the knowledge of and/or a consequence of Russia, then I told Putin we will respond.
Well, that sounds serious. Chiponda Chembula, tell us more then about the people behind this attack.
Well, it is said to be an affiliate of Revel, which was involved in the Colonial Pipeline attack and also the JBS one. And in both in those ransomware attacks, the companies that were involved paid the ransoms. So obviously, this next one, which is much higher, significantly higher than the $11 million that JBS had paid, would be, of course, a surprise. And so that's why it is attractive, perhaps, for these companies and gangs to get more, as much as they can in terms of money. And they are from Russia, supposedly, at least in the first cases they were. And experts are saying that it is a Russian gang affiliated with Revel that is involved in this attack. Of course, it points to the methods used and also the payment. They're asking for a payment in Bitcoin, which is similar to what happened in those two huge attacks in May as well, with Colonial Pipeline early May and JBS at the end of May.
Yeah, let's talk about those. I mean, you mentioned the Colonial Pipeline, the JBS. We've had whole cities and municipalities closed down by these cyber attacks. Are we seeing more of them? And what, if so, why?
Well, obviously, we rely heavily on computer infrastructure and software, and a lot of that software is in the cloud. In terms of the attack that we've seen, which has affected like 40 companies in 17 countries, what you have is essentially these companies are using a software that is provided by Kaseya. When these or when these hackers, basically, when they target certain vulnerabilities, that means they can, reach a bigger group of people, because of course companies, that software is not specific to one company, it's specific to more than one user, and that makes it easier. Another reason is, of course, the pandemic, people working from home, and then there's, of course, vulnerabilities. Even if you have like an antivirus software on your home computer, it's easy to exploit that because, of course, there's different networks that are involved as a result of that. So those are all vulnerabilities that are also happening as a result of the pandemic.
OK. Chiponda Chembula from DW Business, thank you.